Coffee Time with Dave on WHUR.
It's another great morning at Coffee Time with Dave. Hope you're doing well. I've got a very special guest on today's episode. You're all gonna love her. She's my grandma, Ethel Erickson. She's the funniest woman I know, and we're gonna talk about the 40s music when she grew up. And she's also gonna tell you some funny stories. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Let's start off with a couple of songs. The first one is going to be our tribute to Aretha Franklin, who passed away last Thursday. This goes out to her and her family. Hope you all enjoy.
Looking out on the morning rain, I used to feel so uninspired when I knew I had to face another day. Oh, it made me feel so tired. Before the day I met you, life was so unkind, but you're the key to my peace of mind. How you make me feel. You made me feel so good inside. And I just wanna be. I wanna get love when you make me feel so.
Inside my heart, it's time for an action, for a brand new start. Join together in this endless quest for love. Move on up to reach a higher goal above. Yeah. Come together in this endless quest for love. Let's unite and teach each other love, love. The people, we demand equality, and we will not rest until we live in harmony. There's so much fear and sorrow in every mother's heart. Let's make a difference, 'cause hate would only tear us apart. Join together in this endless quest for love. Move on up to reach a higher goal above.
That was You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman by Aretha Franklin. It was a live version, pretty cool. And it was also Quest for Love by Eric Gales. Pretty awesome artist. Unbelievable guitar player. Anyway, hope you're doing well. Stefano, how are you doing?
Oh, Dave, I'm doing really great. I got my Aretha Franklin t-shirt on, and, I'm really excited for today's episode. We're going to talk about 40s music with your grandma.
That's right.
Oh, Dave, I love the old 40s artists like Wayne King and Glenn Miller, and most of all, I love Guy Lombardo. I was in a Guy Lombardo tribute band back in the 70s. Right now, I am the bright age of 69. And I love Guy Lombardo. My whole family loves Guy Lombardo. Do you know my family, Dave?
Oh, I don't believe I do, Stefano.
Oh, well, let me tell everyone about my family. I have the most wonderful mother, Stephanie, and the best dad, Stephen, and my brother is Stefan, my sister is Steffi, and I have the best doggy in the whole world, Bob.
We're going to move on to my interview with my grandma, Ethel Erickson. Hope you all enjoy. Welcome back to Coffee Time with Dave. I'm here with my grandma, Ethel Erickson. How are you doing, Grandma?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good for my age.
So, Grandma, one of the questions I want to ask you is, how do you like to have your coffee?
Well, I like to have my coffee. I don't like it dark. I like it sort of medium strength and light and sweet, like I am.
Well, isn't that wonderful? Grandma, so you just had a birthday, and you turned 91. How does it feel to be that age and to live this long?
Well, David, I really don't know how to feel to be this age because this is my first time at it. But I'll let you know when I find out.
Oh, Grandma, you're the best, and you're so young at heart. And I want to talk about what it was like back in the day with the music that you grew up with. How did you enjoy that?
Oh, the music that we grew up with, I didn't have as much music as you have because I lived in the woods. I was a pioneer.
Yeah?
But when we had square dances and stuff, and then they played music like Mersey Dotes and Dozy Dotes, and let me see what else, Little Sir Rico. It was all kind of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
But there was some real nice music, I suppose, that I didn't get to hear because I was not of a rich family with a radio and a phonograph like you put on for me.
Well, now you have one of those, the phonographs,
Oh, and
record
David.
player.
David is my phonograph player. Boy, he is good.
So, Grandma, who are some of your favorite artists, favorite musicians?
Well, I'm not so sure, David. I think my only favorite musician that I hear now is you.
Oh. Well, thank you, Grandma. But I know that you have a bunch of records in the house.
Oh, you mean that? Oh,
Yeah.
I like the old guys like Guy Lombardo.
Yeah.
And the one that's still around, like, what's his name? Well, I don't know his first name, but it's Engelbert Humperdinck, yeah. I like him, too. And he has the best male voice I think I have ever heard. He is marvelous.
Well, isn't that wonderful? Well, Grandma, do you want us to play one of the songs from Guy Lombardo?
If you want to.
What song would you like to have played?
From Guy Lombardo,
Yeah.
You Made Me Love You.
All right, sounds awesome. Here's You Made Me Love You by Guy Lombardo.
I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it. You made me want you, and all the time you knew it. I guess you always knew it. You made me happy sometimes. You made me glad. But there were times, dear, you made me feel so bad. You made me sigh, for I didn't want to tell you, I didn't want to tell you. I want some love, that's true. Yes, I do, deed I do, you know I do. Gimme, 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 gimme what I cry for. You know you've got the brand of kisses that I'd die for. You know you made me love you. Gimme, 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 gimme what I cry for. You know you've got the brand of kisses that I'd die for. You know you made me love you.
Sponsored by Sonic Boom and Creative Music Studios. Links in the description.
Take another sip of that coffee, 'cause we're back.
Welcome back again. Grandma's gonna tell us some funny stories. She's got one about her sister, right? No?
My friend Barbara.
Your friend Barbara?
Yeah.
And then one about Aunt Anne.
Oh, what do I do here?
Tell one of the stories.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll tell my friend about Barbara. Well, Barbara Hartman was my very good friend. I still have her, but she doesn't go out. She's kind of secluded now. She doesn't care about stuff. But she was married, and she then was divorced, and then her marriage got straightened out. Her husband came back to live with her, and she liked to wait at him, so she would go to the breakfast table and say, "John, would you like me to make you an egg for breakfast?" And he thought and pondered a while, and he said, "Barbara, do you think you could really do that?"
That's a funny one.
There was a man in town that died, and he had a golden arm, and he was buried with his golden arm. After it was all said and done and things quieted down, the children in the neighborhood were going to sleep, and at one house the kids were hearing, "Give me my golden arm." And they got a little frightened. And then they heard it again. "Give me my golden arm." My God, it was getting bad. "Give me my golden arm." So the kids listened, and then again they said, "Give me my golden arm." And the kids yelled, "Take it!"
That's a great story. A scary one.
Yeah.
Now, how about you tell everyone about the story of Aunt Anne and Marcia?
Oh my God, that's a tough one to tell, but anyways, well, my sister and her niece were picking berries for a Christmas arrangement in their house or so, and they were going along in the woods and along the edge of the woods and along the edge of the road, and my sister said she had to go to the bathroom and do a little wee-wee. And so she said, "Okay, I'll go and I'll hide behind a bush. And Marcia, if you see somebody coming, you say, 'Aunt Anne, somebody's coming.'" So Aunt Anne proceeded to do her thing, and all of a sudden Marcia said, "Aunt Anne, Aunt Anne." Anne got nervous. She said, "Yes, Marcia, yes." And Marcia said, "Nobody's coming."
Oh, that's so funny, Grandma. All right.
Yeah, there's all kinds of funnies in this world, isn't there?
Yes, there
I
are.
wish I knew a few more. I know a few more, but they're not suitable for the radio.
Well, thank you for telling these stories, Grandma, and thank you for being on the show. I hope you enjoyed it. Do you have any last
Oh, it's a wonderful show.
Do you have any last words, Grandma?
Well, I'll tell you what, you couldn't beat this guy. He's my pet and the best musician going.
Oh, thank you, Grandma. Let's give a round of applause for Ethel Erickson, my grandma. Thank you all for joining me on Coffee Time with Dave today. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you to my grandma for being my guest. She's always the best, and I just want to thank her especially because she's quite the entertainer and she's quite a hoot. I just love her, and hope you all did too. We're going to end this episode with one of her favorite songs. It's called I'm My Own Grandpa by Guy Lombardo and his Royal Canadians. Stay tuned for next episode, which is the season finale. It's going to be quite interesting, and hope you all enjoy that. Don't forget, coffee is important. See you next week.
I'm my own grandpa. I'm my own grandpa. It sounds funny, I know, but it really is so. Oh, I'm my own grandpa. Many, many years ago when I was 23, I was married to a widow who was pretty as could be. This widow had a grown-up daughter who had hair of red. My father fell in love with her and soon they two were wed. This made my dad my son-in-law and changed my very life. For my daughter was my mother, 'cause she was my father's wife. To complicate the matter, even though it brought me joy, I soon became the father of a bouncing baby boy. My little baby then became a brother-in-law to Dad, and soon became my uncle, though it made me very sad. For if he was my uncle, then that also made him brother of the widow's grown-up daughter, who of course was my stepmother. I'm my own grandpa. I'm my own grandpa. It sounds funny, I know, but it really is so. Oh, I'm my own grandpa. Father's wife then had a son who kept them on the run, and he became my grandchild, for he was my daughter's son. My wife is now my mother's mother, and it makes me blue, because although she is my wife, she's my grandmother too. My wife is my grandmother, then I'm her grandchild. And every time I think of it, it nearly drives me wild. For now I have become the strangest case you ever saw. As husband of my grandmother, I am my own grandpa. Oh, I'm my own grandpa. I'm my own grandpa. It sounds funny, I know, but it really is so.